Okay, so this is how we welcome you to yet another session where we polish our expression, where we work on ourselves. This is the language clinic, if you choose to call it so. Okay, and we are very pleased at Sam-Waiz to say a wonderful thank you to those who have been following us consistently. All right, thank you so much for the committed viewers who don't just view and go away. Now, and one of our ardent viewers said, you didn't tell us to share your videos. Okay, right now, please feel free to share our videos. They are not for just here. They are meant to bless teach as many persons as possible. Okay, so please let them fly. Let the videos fly. Okay, thank you so kindly. So without much ado today, yeah, there's a bit of a music to this. Yeah, we need to settle and learn. Okay, so today we are looking at a topic that we would not be able to show you until after you've taken this starter. So it's simple. From the word able, we get enable, we get disable, we get ability, we get unable, blah, blah, blah. So right now, what you're going to do for us is very simple. In 30 seconds, let us see how many words you can form from the word believe. Believe. Okay. Yes, I know this is more of an ESL class, ESL, EFL class, but then I know not everyone watching us is in that line. So let us see how much you've grown, how rich is your word bank. Okay, let's get to it. Want to go? Please let your comment, all the words you can form, put them, write them down in the comment section. All right, we'll be very pleased to get back to you and see how much of the words you form. Are we ready? Good. I'm ready too. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay, I want to believe I'm going to be reading very interesting inputs from you. Okay, in the comment section, the number of words you've been able to form from the word believe. But then, let's see. I have a little here. So, perchance you formed more than I have here. Believable, disbelief, believability, disbelief, belief, believer, unbelievable, believably, believable, all from the root word believe. Okay, simple, right? So let us see the words that we have here that you have that we didn't have here. Please just go to the comment section and let us know those words that we would have added, or some words that you feel shouldn't be here that are there, or you want to ask some questions from this starter. Yeah, the learning has started, so no bound to learning. So let's go. So today's focus, we are looking at English phonemes. Okay, now we want to look at what's the difference between phonemes and alphabet, or letters of alphabet. We also want to look at the correct way to produce these phonemes, all right, and how to identify these phonemes in words. Okay, so at the surface level, we are going into that. So that's today's topic. Are you ready? Phonemes. Can I hear you say phonemes? I wish I could actually hear you say phonemes. Okay, so let's go. So, in the English language, there are 26 letters of the alphabet. So, right now we're looking at phonemes versus alphabet. Now we have, do you want us to go down there? Now there is one of an alphabet is being deprived of showing itself by my video. Sorry about that. And that's the last alphabet Z. Okay, but then we have A, we have B, we have C, we have D, we have E, we have F, we have G, we have H, we have I, we have J, we have K, we have L, we have M, we have N, we have O, we have P, we have Q, we have R, we have S, we have T, we have U, we have V, we have W, we have X, we have Y, and the one hidden there, we have Z. Okay, so that's it. These are the 26 we have in English. But it is interesting for us to also note that when it comes to making expression and pronouncing words, like we have here, you don't always, do you observe that when you want to pronounce a word, you don't tend to pronounce the word with the letters? So these letters of English alphabet can then become confusing. If you understand this class, even as an ESL, even if you're coming into English for the first time, it is just tested and trusted. I've used it with a number of my clients and it's working well. They can start reading from the first class of their first interaction with English if they can understand this. So if you're there with me or you have people who are new to English language and they need this, you want them to start reading anything in English. I'm serious. Anything, if it doesn't work, come back to this channel and let me know that it didn't work. All right? I can assure you that 70%, at least 70% of whatever content they see, they will read it. Now, the thing is, they will know the meaning, but they can now read it. Then we start dealing with the next thing, which is understanding what they read. So, when you want to read anything in English, for example, we have C-A-P. But what is the pronunciation of that word? What you wear in your head, you say what? Cap, right? Good. So it's a cap. C-A-P is cap. But I feel it should be, since this is C-A-P, it should be either SAPE, you know? So why is it cap? That is where we talk about when you now carefully listen to yourself, when you were pronouncing rather, the word C-A-P, cap, while pronouncing that, you would realize something, that the letters tend to make a different sound. So there is a sound attached to each letter. So, and now we are being guided that, okay, let's try and pronounce the word again. But this time, let's take note of the sound made by each letter. Each letter. The last word they covered is letter. Okay, so the word is, again, C-A-P what? Cap, right? Cap. So please, one after the other, what is the first sound made? I wish right now, I sincerely wish right now I can hear you. What is the first sound? When you say the word cap, what's the first sound you made when you were pronouncing the word? It is what? K, right? Now, and the next one is what? It's a cap. K-up. 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 So, cap. Now, if you got that correctly, now that is, you are having C, letter C sounding as what? K. Letter A sounding as what? A. And letter P sounding P. Now, these sounds, the sounds you have here, these are sounds. All right? These are sounds. But these are letters. One very good thing you see about sounds, they are written in lowercase, that is small letter, and they are always in this slash. All right? You always put them in this two double slashes like that. All right? So the sounds made by these letters are called what? Phonemes. So it is better when you study the English language or you learn about reading it using what? The phonemes. It does a lot of good to you. It makes you, it improves your confidence. It makes you spell things easily without a lot of struggles. Okay, and it also helps you to speak with confidence because you wouldn't be skeptical about what sound is lurking in here. I mean, this letter, how should I pronounce it? All right. Now, We have a number of examples we're going to be checking. So for now, let us just go. Don't forget, letters and phonemes are not the same. They are letters of the alphabet of English, but each letter rather, has its own what? Sound that it projects. So let's go. Why study phonemes? Number one, spelling becomes easier. Speaking becomes safer. Listening becomes clearer. Reading becomes more accurate. Writing becomes fun. Yeah. So there you go. And then we have to read now the phonemes of English. Don't now these are the alphabet, okay? But we're not reading them as alphabets anymore. We are going to read this alphabet as phonemes. So the sound they represent. So this is letter A. But the sound it represents is what? A. Example, apple, apple. You don't say April. It is letter A, but you don't say April. You say apple. Okay? You say another, another, a. You say Anna, a. Okay? So that is by the way. Then this is letter B, but you say what? Ball, baby, balance, banana. All right? This is letter C, but you don't say sap like we saw earlier. You say cap because letter C, the phoneme of letter C sounds cap, cat, cotton. All right, and this is letter D, but the sound of the phonemic sound there is d, d, dog, dig, date, dad. Okay, and this is letter E, but the sound is e, elephant, egg. Okay, elephant, egg. So we have F, letter F, but the sound is f, f. So fish, frog, first. Okay, feast. Okay, film, whatever it is. Okay, and we have this is letter G, but we have G, girl, gun, game. Okay, this is letter H, but we have, it's more like, come, let me give you a punch in your tummy now. Like, come, let me give you a punch in your tummy. If I give you a punch in your tummy, do just like that. Sorry. That is letter H, but then you have house, house, have, okay? Heaven, okay? His. Someone does his, all right? So that way, that's settled, right? Hand is still there, okay? So now let's come to letter I, okay? And that is just, it's I, but then the phonemic sound, it represents is E, all right? Ink, E, all right? Just see it. So now it's sounding like you're saying letter E, but now this is the sound of I in words. You say E, ink, insect, insect, E, all right? Ink, insect, igloo, all right? And so on and so forth. Then we have J, letter J, but the sound is what? J. Jog, joy, just, judge, and so on and so forth. And furthermore, we have letter K sounding what? K, k. Now, it's more like letter K and letter C are sounding alike, right? So, letter K is also K, as in what? King. K-E-E-N, kin, K-I-N. All right. Kettle, keep. Then letter L, but it sounds what? L. Just like lamb. I just said like. L. Okay? L. You don't have to say L. This is L. But now in a word, you don't say L. Like, you don't say like now, you now say L. And you know, it doesn't work that way, right? Good. So you say like, love. I love you, not I love you. I love you. I mean, it doesn't make sense. So I love you. Okay? And M is the next one. The letter is M, but the sound is M. Just M. Some persons will even tell you just do because in actual sense you say man, an, an, a, and so man. You don't say ma, a, Even in the ma, you already say a. You see it? So So M, but the sound, the phonemic sound is m. Then this is N, letter N, but the sound is mm. The difference is the from you say your lips are short. Okay? But for the next one, you can see my teeth. That's it. Then the next one you have letter O. We didn't give example for N. We have neck, nose. Okay. So in the word neck, for instance, you have then you see it. So that's it. And this is letter O, and it sounds orange. Okay, orange. So I really wish we could. Yes, let's just finish it. Let's just finish it. We would have the next letter, but let's just add one more there, like oracle. Okay, so please give me more examples. Okay, we are just going to rush through the rest, and now we have letter P, but the phonemic sound is what? P, 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 p. And we have pain, pen, pepper, and whatever you want to add to that list. All right, and then we have letter Q. Interestingly, it is also sounding like letter C and K because it is also k, k. All right, so queen, Q, like Queue, Q. Now these are some special words anyway. So queen, Queen. All right, and that is all saying. If you listen to it, when you say queen, the first sound produced is what? Okay, so let's go to the next one, which is r. Okay, r as in rain, as in rat, but the letter is called what? R, letter R, but the sound is what? R. So rain, run, rat, rest, and so on and so forth. And this is letter S, but the sound, the phonemic sound is what? All right, so just like you mark my face very well because you might just see me outside who might just be catching up at the mall, and then you bump into me and I didn't get to notice, or you're getting to see me from afar, you want to call my attention, and you just go that. All right, you want to really check if it's me or not. All right. I don't like when people call me by that anyway. If you want to call my attention, I prefer you call my name. But then people do that to get attention, you know? So you just make that. So like, all right? So that's it. And we have examples, sun. Okay, sun. Sam-Waiz. Okay? Yeah, there's no better example for than Sam-Waiz. So, and here we have letter T, but then we have it as what? T, t. Letter T, the sound is T. All right. So if you look at the letter itself, it's already spelling TEA. If you call the letter T, that is like tea, a cup of tea. All right. But now we have the sound just T, T, T. So we have it in words like top, Tottenham, okay, together, tip, test, and so on and so forth. And then we have you, okay. Now there are a number of ways we can get letter U in words, but then the two major ways we have it as yeah, that's a special case. But then mostly we have it as all right, as in umbrella, okay. So umbrella, okay. But then the yeah part is as in uniform, union, unity, universe, university, okay. But the other way is like I just said, umbrella. Even in the word sun, S-U-N, all right, you have that sum, S-U-M, you have that there, okay. So unbelievable, unbelievable, that's one of the words we had at the beginning. All right, so don't forget about that. I gave us two there. I would have done that too for letter C, but don't worry, that I promise you our next class we're going to be talking about this. There are some special phonemes I will definitely treat with us in the next class. All right, one of such is letter C. There are situations where letter C could come with a sound S, but that one has a principle that will guide us. I'm going to give us a formula that will help us to get where letter C is meant to be S and when it's meant to be K. Don't worry about that. Leave it on me. Next class. All right? I just hope you'll be there to get it as fast as possible. So subscribe right now if you're yet to subscribe to Sam-Waiz channel. Subscribe and let us have you on our list. Then tap on the ring, all right, the bell, so that the moment we release a video, you are getting it firsthand, so that you will be updated. All right, we're loading these videos back to back lately, and we have our reasons. All right, so there might be a time we need to rest up from that, and people need to feed on the number of videos we've rolled out. Okay, so back to class now, and we have just 5 to go. So we have letter V, but the sound is V, V. All right, as in vein, van, vest, and so on and so forth. And we have letter W, and letter W here sounds wah, 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 wah. Just let me see your mouth. Just look at my lips. You know, like the siren of a police around. I come from a place where the policemen could be very noisy. So you just go by wow, 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 wow. Okay, so that is just make that my kind of local police siren, but then don't make the sound out. Okay, so we have win, all right? Wah, 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 win. We have one. We have window, all right? We have widow, all right? We have what else? I just said what else? What? What else? What else? What? Okay? So that's it. And here we have a very peculiar letter that tends to combine two sounds to make a letter. And what is that? This is letter X, but then it is X, X. Now, look at this. Just make sure you're looking at the pointer, the highlighter now. Do you see this pointer? It's pointing on what? K. Now, the phonemic representation, K and what? S. So, call this K, then call this S. Call them as fast as possible together. X, X, X. That's exactly what you call this. All right? Ox, ox. You see it? Ox, ox, ox. Ox, ox. B-O-X, box. F-O-X, fox. You see it? So that's exactly why we say this, having two phonemes in its single self. All right? And this one is letter Y, but the sound is ya, ya, ya. As in you. As in what? Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yam. Okay? Y. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. And finally, we have letter Z. Z. It is a wonderful letter that ends the alphabet, but then it is simply represented by the phonemic sound Z. Zebra. All right? Zeal. You've got a zeal. All right? You've got a zeal. So it's fine. You've got a zeal. So Z. You don't say Z. I mean, no. So I hope that's clear now. So we've got zeal, we've got zinc, and so on and so forth. So let us now try and run through all of them. Just the phonemes without any example. So we have A, B, K, D, E, F, G, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, K, R, S, T, O. Or what? Ya. Okay? V, O, X, Ya, Z. Don't forget letter Y and U, one of the realization of U in words are the same. Don't forget this way tend to be the same too. Like this. You see the triangle? You see it? And this one is just like this. Yeah, yeah, in a way. But another way is as an umbrella. Okay, so we're good. So let us try out some spelling tasks. Now I'm going to be calling out some words. Try and spell anything you hear me spell out. You ready? Best. Best. I wish you're going to be giving this task to someone who has never been able to spell in English before. I bet you if they can get those phonemes, they will get these words. They will spell them exactly. Because all it takes, for instance, let me just clear us. All it takes to spell best now is to just say B. Just the way you pronounce it, just ask yourself, what am I hearing? I heard the first sound, which is B. The next sound, which is eh. And then the next sound, S, and then T. So B-S, T, B-S, T. 4 sounds. Represent them, and that's your answer. Okay, so let's go to number 1 now because I just gave you that one. So let's go to number 1, which is now going to be kept, 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 kept. I want to believe you've got that. Okay, so let us go with the word. I was going to say spell, but I realized that spell is right on the slide. So let's go with stop, 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 stop. Okay, so let's go with bed, bed, bed. Let's go with ask, 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 ask. One of the examples we gave on that. So let's go with box. Let's go with box. Let's go with test, test, test. Okay, you want any more? Don't worry. Go with any word you want to add more to that list, and let's see how best you can go, especially someone who has not been able to spell in English before. All right? Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. But before you go, can we try to pronounce these words? Number one, we have fertilize. Fertilize. Now, I'm showing us this because we are going to have the need to now look at, now it's still here, but then because you have a combination of E and R, you cannot say fairer. This is no longer holding its ground. You now say fair. Air is correctly air here still, but you now say fertilize. Now, in this situation, E is now I as its real sound for the letter. Okay? Then Z. And now you're not pronouncing this E at the end. Why? Please, we're doing this on purpose because we want to see how many of us are going to be needing it, the explanation. If you need it, then we'll give it. All right? But that will be a super level. That means you've gone beyond the level of this background, and yet you are still having issues with spelling in English. And you want us to explain how it is this way. And this is Jerry. All right? Then we have, okay, we just keep that, and we're definitely going to be going to some special cases after now, but then like I said, after now, next class, like I said, I already promised us, so that's why I skipped that slide. I told us we're going to be working on the special case of letter C and the rules attached to it, when C should be S, when letter C should also be what? K. Let us know if you're interested. You're going to be following that. Okay, and that's it for today. If you've got questions for us, please ask. Okay, definitely someone is going to be attending to our questions. And if you want to speak, you want to catch us on WhatsApp, the number is right there. We'll be very happy to receive your mail and let us know what we can do together. All right, thank you so kindly for your time. It's a very longer class today, right? Yeah, we understand. Some days are like that. We don't have a choice. As long as we want to give you the best, yeah, we could go whatever mile it deserves. All right? Okay, so thank you so kindly. And why not let's dance a little? We're done. Remember to subscribe, share, and like this post.